When you're ready.
Hi everybody, good morning.
Yes.
Shall I say? It's about what,
20 to 1 in the morning.
which, okay.
My sister calls me that, so it could well be.
Yeah, Paranormal Paul and Teresa tonight.
Hello there.
We parked up in a car park, basically in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
There are scattered houses around, so
Yeah.
I shall let Teresa explain why we're here.
Right. Paul and I are going to do something different, a little bit different. It's something we've been talking about doing for a little while, and it's an interest to me, more so probably. I've just always had not a fascination, but I've always followed these things, and we thought we'd see if you would be interested in seeing a little, like a series on missing people, but mainly maybe we will go down to the kids, won't we? But the people that disappeared in the 80s and the 90s. But tonight we thought we would start with a very well-known case, which is Susie Lamplugh, or Susie Lamplugh, the estate agent that went missing on the 28th of July. Did you hear that? 28th of July, 1986, aged 25. She was born on the 3rd of May, 1961, so she would have been almost 62 now.
Yeah, that's going.
I know, it's been going since we got here.
Yeah.
Now Susie...
Married. Crazy.
Okay. Susie went missing. So she worked for a estate agents called... where are we? We did have it earlier, didn't we? Now, she worked for estate agents in London, and she was sent to show a house to a prospective buyer called a Mr. Kipper. And she was never seen again. There were sightings of her, but she was never, ever seen again. She's been missing for 36 years and 5 months. But her parents are now deceased, and her brother Richard carries on the plight.
Angel.
Yeah, okay. He carries on the plight of trying to see what happened.
Which?
But the person that was suspected of doing it was a person called John Cannan. Now, John, he went to prison for the murder in the end of a lady that had only just been married. Her name was Shirley Banks. And Guide. Shirley Banks, he stole her car. She was murdered. I can keep hearing people moving around me.
Yeah.
And and they found her murdered. She was supposed to have got off a train, and I don't know quite what happened, but anyhow, she was murdered by John Cannan. So he went to prison for that. He's still in prison at the moment, but they are trying to get him out on ill health. Well, he shouldn't come out whether he's ill or not, really, should he? No. He should be there forever, because Susie had a very promising career ahead of her. And of course, she never got to do that. She never got to have children. She never got to do what everybody else does, And we might have to do this in 2 parts if you want to see some more, because there's so much to it. It's gone on for so long, but her parents, cutting it a bit shorter because you get bored, her parents turned it round, really, and made something positive out of something so terrible.
Guy.
And they started the Susie Lamplugh Trust, which deals with missing people and stalking. And they've helped many, many people over the years. And they actually good, it's really active, isn't it?
Guide.
Radio. Okay. They've set up
Guide.
of course, she's got a lot to say for herself. They set up a trust. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
They set up a trust for Susie, and they've helped so many people that have problem with stalking, men, even women stalking men. My hand's so cold I can't start my phone up. But, we just...
It almost sounded like a male saying human.
It did, didn't it? So there was a sighting just after Susie disappeared from Sherrills Road. Is that bus again? Yeah, okay.
Glass.
And she was fighting with a man in a car, so it's a possibility that she was fighting with John Cannan. Now, her registration number of her little Fiesta was B396GAN, and it was sighted poorly parked outside of a garage opposite 123 Stevenage Road, about a mile away from where she was last seen. However, a close friend of Susie, Barbara Whitfield, saw Susie Lamplugh driving north up the Fulham Palace Road in her car with a man around 2:45, and she insisted that she had no doubt that it was Susie. She waved as she cycled down the road, but Susie was talking to her.
That again?
Yeah, Susie was talking to her passenger, and then Susie disappeared after that. Never seen again.
Mary.
At 10 o'clock at night, her she was reported missing by her flatmates, and they found her car parked at the same spot it had been sighted in the afternoon, which was by another house for sale. It appeared to have been parked in haste, and the driver's door was open, the handbrake was off, and the car key was missing. It was parked poorly and overlapping the garage. It's very noisy around here tonight. And the car, the seat was pushed right back as if a man had been driving it. Now, Susie was quite, she wasn't exceptionally tall. She was 5'6", and she could not have driven the car with the seat pushed back that far. You all right?
Yeah.
I know. So the police suggested that a black left-hand BMW vehicle may have been involved because eyewitnesses said there was a car parked behind it, but that's gone. Now, okay?
Yeah, I'm going to switch on their deadcom
Okay.
and use Ghost Tube on the other one.
Yeah, okay. Right, so that's the bit on Susie. Then after that, I'm sure a lot of you know, there was a lot of publicity around Susie, trying to find her. I mean, they exhausted all avenues that they possibly could, and then they, of course, they had to declare. Her parents applied to have Susie declared deceased in 1993, which they were permitted, so that they could close up all her affairs. But of course, Richard Her Brothers kept up the Susie Lamplugh Trust that does an awful lot of charity work for such things. And but it is believed that John Cannan did it. Now, we'll do Shirley Banks another day, but yes, so we've touched on Shirley, but Shirley was definitely murdered by John Cannan, and he raped other women as well. So very noisy here.
Right, on deadcom it says raise iron.
Okay, so I wonder, there was talk that Susie was murdered and put on a building site where they were building. If he buried her, which the police think he possibly did, buried her in the ground, and then concrete was put on her, they will never ever find her. Never.
Level.
Not until that place is knocked down in a couple of 100 years.
Level,
right, okay.
Rituals.
But they said he was very, very, very sadistic man, and he used to like to treat women quite badly. So we will see. But they said he had the gift of the gab, and he was very, very charming.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Hiding.
Why are you hiding? Come forward.
Yeah, don't hide. Have you got anything about Susie for us?
Purgatory.
Okay, it's been purgatory for her parents and her family.
You hear that?
I can hear lots of things.
Mail again.
Rituals.
There's a mail here.
Yeah. See, this is, I said to Paul, all this area belongs to the Davidor Goldsmiths family, which they own the land that Pembury Hospital is built on. They own the church land,
There's a male here.
Definitely. But also we've done it as well. There used to be a prisoner of war camp just up the road.
Cool.
Oh. There used to be a prisoner of war camp.
Peace.
Cool.
Just up the road. So there's a possibility we're picking up on that as well.
Do you want to call her by name?
Susie.
Yeah.
Susie, would you like to come forward? Please come forward and tell us if you are at peace
Hiding.
now. There's no need to hide. Come forward and tell us if you're at peace. Didn't see. What, you didn't see what was going to happen? I know that you were tricked into going to that house in Sharrells Road. And they do believe, because you had a very small problem with dyslexia, so they think you might have spelt his name wrong, because he used to also go under the name of Mr. Kuiper, Kyper, and you had put Mr. Kipper. So there's a possibility that she'd written it down wrong. Don't know.
What was her second name?
Susie Lamplugh.
Lamplugh.
Yeah, and they've done a lot on the family and everything. A lovely family, and they just turned negative into as much positive as they could, which is the only thing you can do when something like that happens, isn't it? Really. You know. Yeah.
Susie Lamplugh. My name is Paul. This is Teresa.
Hi, Susie.
Can you hear me?
Come forward. Susie, come forward to us.
Bed.
Bed.
Bed of concrete.
It was talked about.
Susie Lamplugh, please come forward and communicate with us.
Was it John Canaan? The police do believe that it was John Canaan, and he did almost admit to one of these lady friends that it was him that did it, but then he shut up and wouldn't speak about it again. So did John Canaan kill you? He's trying to get out of prison now, saying he's ill.
The EMF keeps flashing one green light, doesn't it?
Does it?
Keeps going up to 1.
Yeah, it was doing that since we got here, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Guy.
Guy again.
Dennis.
Dennis.
Susie Lamplugh, hear my voice. My name is Paul. I'm here with Teresa. Can you...
Games.
What? Games?
Exactly.
Is that what John played with you, games? They said that you had met a very handsome dark man. Now, the talk was that it could have been Canaan, but you hadn't told anybody who he was or what his name was.
Working moment.
Okay.
Working moment.
Weird.
Quirky
moment.
Oh.
But John,
Rituals. Tilt. Dennis.
at the time, Dennis again.
Are you a friend?
We are a friend, yeah. John at the that Canaan chap, at the time was on day release from prison, and he used to get out in the day, and by all accounts he was going to the pubs and whatnot when he should have been trying to find work or whatever it is he did, and they reckon he met you in the pub. So it's a possibility that it was Canaan
Her bath.
that you were meeting.
Her bath.
Her bath.
Daily.
Okay.
Hold on. The soul that is here, the male soul. Who are you?
36. Crazy.
It said 36 3 times.
Yeah.
Are you crazy? What happened to you?
Are you a friend?
We are.
How did I die?
I have no idea. You need to tell us.
Spirit.
Yes, you are. Come forward.
Paul picked up on the gentleman almost straight away. But in the corner when we got here, I kept picking up on a lady, didn't I?
Yeah. Well, we saw what looked like a lady in
white, yeah.
Or like wisp across the entrance.
Yeah. Susie, are you here? my stomach again.
Yeah.
When I get something that I'm quite passionate about, my stomach grumbles.
Susie Lamplugh, can you hear me? We mean you no harm. You don't have to fear.
No.
Proposal.
Come forward
Are
and
you
tell
a
your...
friend?
We are.
Yes, we are. Come forward and tell your story.
It was so awful what happened.
Name the man that killed you.
He's almost admitted to it a couple of times, but he won't go there. But he's got nothing to lose now, but because we've got all accounts, he's got very ill health and he's dying. So we might as well do a confession, really, and put your family's mind at ease, isn't there, really?
Could that be karma?
Hope so. He's only 68,
Yeah.
so I hope so. Got no sympathy for him. He's in Full Sutton prison. Yeah, and Shirley Banks, you know, he
Hiding.
murdered her as well. Hiding.
This is the male.
How did I die?
Or hiding. Why are
We
you
don't know.
hiding?
Why did you hide up here, the male that's hiding here, or behind Paul?
Did you die up here?
Did you hide?
How did I die?
We don't know.
Was you homeless?
Did you come from the prisoner of war camp, or was you a gentleman of the road?
I just heard it.
Yeah. I'll have to look into this.
Come forward. Don't fear. We can try and help you.
Now, Susie, Richard is keeping the charity
Died.
going. Died again. Richard is keeping the charity going for you, but he's not getting any younger now, sadly, like all of us. You know, and they
Spirit.
help so many people on the back of this sad story. It's wonderful, really.
Right, guys, we're not going to drag this on too long because it is literally minus
4.
three.
3 or 4.
Yeah.
And my jaw's freezing up, which is a bonus.
And we've only just defrosted from the other one.
Yeah.
So.
But we enjoy it, we don't mind. But if you do want to see some more of these, I'm quite happy to do them.
Yeah, and I still have the list in my car from the
Are
ones
you a
I
friend?
have to finish off.
How did I die?
Yeah. I can do the older ones, because I do remember a lot of those, you know, like Susie and Shirley, although Shirley was found, and Claudia Lawrence, some of the other girls that have gone missing.
Right, so we're going to do a quick necrophonic session here.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that this male will speak as
Yeah.
well, 'cause I need to know why he's here. He seemed to be here as soon as we turned up, so
He was waiting for us, wasn't he?
yeah. So anyway, I'm going to place this right underneath you, so it'll be nice and loud for you. Please type below what you hear. Souls, if you can hear me, my name is Paul. I'm here tonight with Teresa.
Someone up in that room.
You not.
Yeah. We come in peace, we mean you no harm. Come forward and speak to us. Tell us your story. Please speak slowly and clearly. You must trust and believe. You ready?
That when you are.
Are they looking at us?
No,
or
I don't
is
you
it
think what he's doing. Try not to look.
to the toilet, I think.
I think so.
You need to blind.
Susie Lamplugh, can you hear me?
Susie, are you here with us? Did you get that?
Susie, who killed you?
36.
Okay.
26. She wasn't. She was 26, wasn't she? Very young, yeah.
Rituals.
Suzy, communicate with us.
Susie, come forward.
Do not.
Do you know who killed you? That laugh.
Yeah.
The male to the left of me. Who are you? What happened to
Do
you?
not.
Suzy, can you give a location of where you're buried?
Is it on that housing estate that was a building site when you went missing?
Suzy, are you buried in concrete? She's not dead.
I think she would never have abandoned her family. Susie,
Hiding.
keep saying hiding.
What's this one
I
here?
think that's that chap that you've got, yeah.
Rest in peace.
Okay.
Any and all souls, gather around us now. We're about to pray. You must pray with us. You must trust and believe in
We are.
unity in heaven. Suzy, I'm not sure if you want to cross over or not, or if you want to continue for a part 2.
Hide.
Perhaps you can help us find you.
It would be nice for your brother and sister.
Ready?
Do not.
Here you are.
Souls, you must trust and believe. I call upon
Rest in peace.
our Lord God today, and I ask that you help any and all souls that may be lost or stuck or being held against their
36.
will.
Rituals.
I don't know how they
To a
lived
friend.
or how they
36.
died, but please help these souls to find their way to unity in heaven. Please help these souls, if they are worthy, to be with their families, their loved ones, to be at peace. Amen.
Amen. We've definitely picked something else up here though, haven't we?
Yeah, we always do.
Yeah, definitely.
souls you must ascend. God bless you.
God bless. Alright.
I think I've given them enough time.
Yeah, I
to-
think so.
Goodbye and God bless.
God bless and thank you.
Canada.
Canada?
It's a different one.
Is she in Canada?
Crazy.
I wouldn't know. I doubt it.
Right, okay, guys, I think we're done for this one.
We are. Paul might catch pneumonia if we hang about any
Rituals.
longer.
Twice.
Twice. It's a bit nippy. My jaw's sort of seizing up.
Yeah. Yeah, speaking like,
Yeah. It's a bit.
yeah. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching, as
Thank
always.
you. Thanks. And we'll see you soon.
Teresa said good night.
Yeah, good night, everybody, and thanks.
And my usual, good night
Yeah.
and God bless.
Thank
and
you all.
Be safe, guys.
Yeah.
See you very soon.
Take care. Bye-bye.